A warm welcome to the August gathering. I am A.S. Muktibodh from India. My topic of talk is isodial mathematics for antimatter. At the outset, I would like to thank the organizers for giving me this opportunity to present path-breaking formulation of isodial mathematics for antimatter as proposed and developed by Professor R.M. Santili. Coming to the second slide, existence of antimatter was first conjectured by A. Schuster in 1898. And in the following years, presence of antimatter asteroids and cosmic rays was further suggested by the phenomena like catastrophic explosion in Tunguska in Siberia in 1908 of the power of thousands of Hiroshima bombs with devastating effect and total absence of any debris and crater. Surprisingly, entire Earth's atmosphere was charged for some days, so much so that people in Sydney could read newspapers without any artificial light. Such a large excitation of atmosphere can only be explained by annihilation of matter by antimatter. Secondly, NASA has recently reported explosions in our upper atmosphere which can be caused only by the small antimatter asteroids annihilating the upper portion of our atmosphere while coming in contact with it. And thirdly, astronauts and cosmonauts have observed flashes of light in the upper atmosphere, which can only be interpreted as being due to antimatter cosmic rays coming in contact with outer atmosphere. In short, the evidences of existence of antimatter asteroids hitting our Earth has become a major threat to humanity and hence warrants a serious study of antimatter in general and antimatter asteroids, comets, and galaxies in particular. Coming to the next slide, 14 years following the formulation of general relativity, Paul Dirac in 1920 also predicted antimatter due to negative energy solutions of his celebrated equations. He discovered that the particles with negative energy do not behave in a physical way. Subsequently, in 1920, Dirac proposed a theory known as hole theory, which restricted study of antimatter at the second quantization. As we know that matter is treated at all the levels of quantization from Newtonian mechanics to quantum mechanics, whereas antimatter was treated only at the second quantization by Dirac and others. This created scientific imbalance of 20th century. To restore full equivalence of the study of matter and antimatter, Santili in 1997 presented a paper which deals with representation of antimatter starting from Newtonian level and extending images at all subsequent levels. The proposed theory by Santili is based on isoduality. This is applicable at the classical level and persists up to quantum level. In this talk, we outline Santili's concept of isoduality, which is applicable at the Newtonian level and at all subsequent levels of study of antimatter. We also present new anti-isomorphic isodual images of the Galilean, spatial, and general relativities compatible with the experimental knowledge on electromagnetic interactions. Moreover, isodual theory of antimatter predicts the existence of antigravity for antimatter in the field of matter or vice versa, which awaits validity due to lack of experimental knowledge till date. In his writings, Santili has specifically mentioned that a protracted lack of solution of physical problems is generally due to the use of insufficient or inadequate mathematics. Moreover, he says that there cannot exist a really new physical theory without a new mathematics, and there cannot exist really a new mathematics without new numbers. So Santili spent decades of exhaustive research in developing new numbers and subsequently new mathematics sufficient to treat neutral or charged antimatter. Today, the stand adopted in general is that as Einstein's special and general relativity do not provide a proper description of antimatter, it does not exist in the universe in appreciable amount. The sole exception being that of man-made antiparticles created in the laboratory. Santilli first took up to formulate the mathematics needed for classical and operator representation of either neutral or charged antimatter. Secondly, a reformulation of Newton's, Galileo's, and Einstein's theories suitable for study of neutral or charged antimatter at all possible levels. And thirdly, the formulation of experiments to ascertain in due time whether far away stars or galaxies are made up of matter or antimatter. Santilli's mathematical and theoretical studies in antimatter are unique in a way of being capable of classical representation of neutral antimatter. Santilli introduced new numbers called as isonumbers, where the prefix iso was introduced in Greek sense, meaning preserving the conventional axioms used for matter. The term dual indicates the map from matter to antimatter. Santilli's entire theory for antimatter is called isodual due to predominant role and importance of Santilli's isodual numbers. Subsequently, in 1993, Santilli constructed the isodualities of Euclidean and Minkowski spaces, evidently needed for possible physical applications. He then proceeded to construct the isodual image of Lee's theory, needed for reconstruction of basic symmetries for antimatter, namely isodual images of the Galileo and Lorentz symmetries. Now going over to the next slides, we should start with the very basics. Professor Santilli constructed the required new mathematics, and this new mathematics is anti-homomorphic to the conventional mathematics, as already stated. So isodual map, considering the conventional charge conjugation defined over Hilbert space H with state function psi r over the field of complex number C, which can be characterized by conjugation of type applied to quantum representation of matter. This is charge conjugation of psi r is denoted by anti-Hermitian state function minus psi dagger r, where r is the coordinate of the Euclidean representation space. The following anti-Hermitian conjugation map, known as isoduality with upper index d, introduced by Santilli, is applied to the totality of the quantities t, time, r, position vector, v, psi, and to the operations used for treatment of matter. And the transformation is written like this. These are the isodually transformed quantities. Let us come to the next slide. The term specifically isodual denotes a conjugation characterized by the word dual under the preservation of axioms of conventional mathematics denoted by Greek prefix iso. Santilli constructed isodual numbers using this isodual map in the following way. This is isodual unity, applying the map, and that with resulting isodual real numbers, complex numbers, and quaternion numbers, again by using this map. Isodual multiplication was defined in this manner, again using isodual element as well as isodual multiplication here, with ensuing isodual operations of division, power, square roots, etc., under which 1D is the basic unit of the new theory, which we call as isodual unit. Then with these relations, this gave rise to a new era of cosmology. All quantities which are positive definite when referred to fields such as mass, energy, angular momentum, density, temperature, times, etc. Fields became negative, with these quantities became negative definite when referred to the isodual fields. A quantity is, this is an important concept which rose out of these studies. A quantity is called iso-self-dual when it is invariant under isoduality. And we can see here that positive definite quantities refer to positive definite units characterize matter, whereas negative definite quantities refer to negative definite units characterize antimatter. Then subsequently, Caddis-Wiley developed isodual functional analysis which depend on the isodual functions which are defined in this manner, again using the same isodual map. Then isodual differential calculus was also developed by Santilli himself, whereas this is the conventional differential and this is isodual differential. Actually, because of this equivalence of conventional differential and isodual differential, because of this, the new isodual calculus was not discovered since Newton's time till 1996. Let us come to the isodual Lie theory. If L is an n-dimensional Lie algebra with universal enveloping associative algebra zeta L, and this is the antisymmetric uh, um, Lie algebra, which is homomorphic image of L, the n-dimensional Lie algebra. The homomorphic n-dimensional unit is given by this. For regular representation, we know that ordered set of Hermitian generators are given by this, with conventional associative product are given by this condition, and familiar Lie's theorem are applicable over the field of this kind, which may be field of real numbers or quaternions or complex numbers. The isodual universal associative algebra zeta LD is characterized by the isodual unit. This is the direct conversion of Lie algebra to isodual Lie algebra, and this is characterized by isodual unit this, and isodual generators are given by this, with isodual associative products are defined like this. You can see that this is the isodual product and these are the isodual elements with corresponding infinite dimensional basis characterizing the isodual exponentiation of a generic quantity A, and this is the parallel relation where E is the uh, conventional exponentiation. Coming to the next slide, the attached isodual Lie algebra LD over the isodual field, this one, is characterized by the associated these are the isodual commutators defined like this, commutation operation in isoduality. Then isodual Lie group GD is admitting the isodual Lie algebra LD in the neighborhood of isodual identity ID is the n-dimensional group with generators G, these are isodual generators, and with these with generic element defined like this is the isodual generic element. Coming to the isodual symmetries, the isodual symmetries are often defined accordingly via the use of isodual groups, and they are anti-isomorphic to the corresponding conventional symmetries. Conventional Lie symmetries are used for the characterization of matter, whereas isodual Lie symmetries are used for characterization of antimatter. Coming to the isodual Euclidean geometry, this denotes conventional n-dimensional metric space with local coordinates in this manner, and related invariant element is given by this. Isodual lifting of this gives the isodual spaces, which are denoted by this with isodual metric defined like this. And this is the isodual interval defined over the isodual field. The three-dimensional isodual Euclidean space is defined then in this manner, the isodual spaces. Now the isodual geometry on ED over RD is the anti-isomorphic to the conventional geometry on E over R. Isodual sphere can be defined in this manner. Isodial Minkowski space. The Minkowski space for matter is lifted to isodial Minkowski space using these expressions. Now the isodial line element is given by this, where the multiplication by 1d is necessary for isodial line element to have values in the isodial field. It is important to note that Santilli's studies on antimatter requires a knowledge of the fact that representation space of antimatter coexists with that of the matter while being totally different from the latter. Then coming to the isodial Riemannian geometry, Riemannian space of 3 plus 1 dimensional is denoted by this, and with these expressions compatible with it and related Riemannian geometry in the local formulation is given by this. Then the isodial Riemannian spaces are defined in this manner, which is the direct isodial lifting of the relations from Riemannian space with interval defined like this on RD, where T stands for transpose. The isodial Riemannian geometry is the geometry of spaces RD over RD and is also obtained by taking step-by-step isodualities of conventional geometry, including most importantly the isoduality of differential and exterior calculus. These are characterized isodial Lie theory and symmetries. These are characterized by Hermitian generators, X Hermitian equal to X, verifying Lie-Santilli product. These are the Lie-Santilli products. It is important to note that the above isodial product coincides with conventional Lie bracket, also by Santilli's conception. This identifies the deep meaning of the term isoduality. Iso-self duality, this new symmetry is called as iso-self duality, is simply given by the invariance under isoduality. Isodial Lorentz Poincare-Santilli symmetry. Santilli constructed isoduality of Lie theory. He achieved this by the way of isodial rotational symmetry SOD3, the isodial symmetry SUD2, the isodial Lorentz symmetry SOD31, and finally the isodial Lorentz Poincare symmetry PD31, which is the fundamental symmetry of the new theory of antimatter. Here it is important to note that isodial mathematics is solely applicable to point-like abstraction of antimatter masses of particles. Here it is important to note that isodial mathematics is solely applicable to point-like abstraction of antimatter masses of particles. Coming to the next slide, covering isodial mathematics. Isodial mathematics is solely applicable to point-like particle abstraction of antimatter masses or particles. Covering isodial mathematics is required for the representation of time reversal invariant systems of extended antimatter particles. Also, representation of their counterparts requires isodial genomathematics. The most general conceivable mathematics for antimatter is given by Santilli isodial hypermathematics, which is particularly suited for multi-valued formulations. Representation of antimatter at Newtonian level. Newtonian treatment of antimatter consisting of n point-like particles is based on 7-dimensional representation space, which is Kronecker products of the Euclidean space of time t, coordinates r and velocities v. They are written like this, with r written like this, v written like this, and delta written like this, where the base fields RT, RR and RV are trivially identical, all having trivial units plus 1, resulting in the trivial total unit like this. Coming to the next slide, Newton's celebrated equations of motion for point-like particles are this. And for the isodial treatment of antiparticle base space is 7-dimensional isodial space. And it is given by this. And these are the relation isodial unit and isodial metric, they are given here. Coming to the next slide, this transformation results into celebrated Newton-Santilli isodual equations for point-like particles, first introduced by Santilli. It is important to note that the above isodual equations are anti-isomorphic to the conventional forms. Implications of Newton-Santilli isodual equations. Antimatter moves backward in time in a way as causal as the motion of matter forward. In fact, Newton-Santilli's isodual equations provide the only known causal description of particles moving backward in time. Antimatter is characterized by negative mass, negative energy, and negative magnitudes of other physical quantities. Isodual Galilean relativity. First, we introduce isodual Galilean symmetry GD 3.1 as isodual image of the conventional symmetry G31 for the Galilean symmetry of system of n particles with non-null masses given by this. This has isodual parameters and generators defined as this. These are the isodual parameters and generators. Isodual commutator has been defined like this. Then Casimir invariants of isodual algebra are negative definite. If GW is the element of the connected component of the Galilei group G 3.1, then its isodual is defined as this. The isodual Galilean transformations are then given by the following relations, where Rd theta d is an element of the isodual rotational symmetry. The situation in the isodual space is described by the following lemma. The trajectories under the same magnetic field of charged particles in Euclidean space and the corresponding antiparticle in the isodual Euclidean space coincide. Antiparticles reverse their trajectories when projected from their own isodual space into our own space. Isodual spatial relativity. Conventional spatial relativity is constructed with 4-dimensional units of Minkowski space with these parameters and with these relations and dimensionless unit of +1, and is the unit of the Poincare system P31 3.1. The isodual spatial relativity is defined by this map. You can see this transformation here. This is the isodual unit. This is the conventional unit. It is based on negative unit of space and time. The isodual spatial relativity is expressed by isodual image of all mathematical and physical aspects of conventional relativity in such a way as to admit the negative definite unit ID as the correct left and right unit, including the isodual Minkowski space-time. This is the isodual Minkowski space-time with isodual coordinates. These are the isodual coordinates, isodual metric and basic invariant of, this is the basic invariant Minkowski space-time. And the fundamental isodual Poincare symmetry is given by this relation, where LD 3.1 is the Lorentz-Santilli symmetry, and this is the isodual multiplication, which here it is isodual direct product, and TD represents isodual translations. The algebra of connected component, this of PD 3.1 can be constructed in terms of isodual parameters, which are these. With isodual generators, these, the factorization by the 4-dimensional unit I is understood. Also, the isodual commutator rules are given by this. The basic postulates of isodual spatial relativity are simple isodual images of the conventional postulates. Isodual inversions and space-time inversions are actually equivalent. Isodual general relativity. The most effective gravitational characterization of antimatter is isodual general relativity obtained by isodual map of all aspects of conventional relativity. This is defined on Riemannian spaces given by this. Isodual Riemannian geometry is defined on the isodual field given by this, for which the norm is negative definite. As a result, all quantities which are positive in Riemannian geometry become negative under isoduality, including the energy momentum tensor Explicitly, the electromagnetic field follows the simple rule under isoduality given by this, and the energy momentum tensor is given by this. Reader should note that the universal symmetry of isodual general relativity, the isodual isopoincaré symmetry given by this, has been introduced at the operator level by Santilli. In other words, in the words of Santilli, isodual theory of antimatter predicts the existence of antigravity, here defined as the reversal of sign of the curvature tensor in our spacetime for antimatter in the field of matter or vice versa. As such, the isodual theory of antimatter predicts in a consistent and systematic way at all levels of study, from Newtonian mechanics to Riemannian geometry, that matter and antimatter must experience gravitational repulsions. This is can be found studied from the monograph by Professor Santilli. We may summarize now about the above results as classical representation of antiparticles via isoduality renders gravitational interactions equivalent to electromagnetic ones, in the sense that Newtonian gravitational law becomes equivalent to the Coulomb's law. These results could not have been achieved without isoduality. Now, coming to the references that have been used are given here. Most of the papers are written by Professor Santilli himself. I thank you personally for giving your valuable time. Thank you for your attention. Thank you very much.